It was an ordinary morning in the bathroom of the Muller family. The sun was shining through the window, and everything was quiet. But in the bathtub, a small group of excited rubber ducks was waiting for their next big adventure. These rubber ducks were no ordinary toys. They were the brave Rubber Duck Gang. The gang consisted of 5 members: Captain Quack, the leader with a pirate hat; Professor Puddle, the smart tinkerer with glasses; Quackolina, the daring race duck with a helmet; Bubbles, who was always up for fun; and Ducky, the smallest and most curious of them all. Together, they experienced the most amazing adventures, and today, they were about to face an especially thrilling challenge. One morning, as the Rubber Duck Gang was swimming around in their bathtub, Ducky noticed something strange. "Where's the bubble bath?" he asked curiously, realizing that the water was completely clear this time. Usually, there were huge mountains of bubbles where they could play hide and seek. Captain Quack looked around and discovered that the bottle of bubble bath was missing. "That's odd," he said. "Without the bubble bath, we can't have our daily bubble battles." "Maybe it was stolen," Quackolina exclaimed excitedly. "We need to find out who took it." "No need to panic, friends," said Professor Puddle, adjusting his glasses. "We should search the bathtub first. Every adventure begins with a good investigation." The Rubber Duck Gang immediately got to work, searching every corner of the bathtub. But the bubble bath was nowhere to be found. So they decided to embark on a journey through the bathroom to solve the mystery. The Rubber Duck Gang jumped out of the bathtub and landed on the soft bathroom rug. "We need to search the entire bathroom," said Captain Quack determinedly. But before they could start, Quackolina noticed something. "Look, the soap dish has wheels." "Perfect," Bubbles shouted enthusiastically. "We can use it as a car to get around faster." The rubber ducks climbed onto the soap dish, and Quackolina took the wheel. With a strong push, they started their soap mobile and zoomed through the bathroom. They drove under the sink, zipped around the toilet paper holder, and made a sharp turn that almost sent them skidding. But no matter how much they searched, the bubble bath remained missing. Then Ducky suddenly spotted a trail of soap bubbles leading to the bathroom window. "Maybe someone threw the bubble bath out the window," Ducky exclaimed. "Only one way to find out," said Captain Quack. "To the windowsill." The Rubber Duck Gang managed to climb onto the windowsill with great effort. When they looked outside, they saw a soap bubble gently floating over the garden. They followed the trail, which led them to a small pond at the end of the garden. "Maybe the bubble bath ended up here?" Professor Puddle pondered as he began to investigate the pond. As the rubber ducks searched through the pond, they encountered a group of frogs happily splashing in the water. "Have you seen our bubble bath?" Bubbles asked the frogs. The frogs croaked happily and shook their heads. "No, but last night we saw someone carrying something shiny through the garden," croaked one of the frogs. "It looked like a duck." The rubber ducks were surprised. "A duck?" Quackolina asked suspiciously. "But we're the only ducks here." "Maybe it wasn't a rubber duck," Captain Quack suggested. "But we need to find out who or what it was. Let's follow the clues." The Rubber Duck Gang followed the trail further until they reached a small corner of the garden they had never seen before. There stood a small shed, and the door was slightly ajar. "Maybe we'll find some answers in there," said Ducky bravely. Cautiously, the rubber ducks sneaked into the shed. Inside, they discovered a real jumble of garden tools, old toys, and, to their great surprise, an empty bottle of bubble bath. "Here it is!" Bubbles shouted excitedly. But before they could think any further, they heard a rustling in the corner. An old rubber duck, whom they had never seen before, stepped out of the shadows. She looked very friendly, but also a little sad. "Who are you?" Captain Quack asked. "I am Granny Quack," said the old rubber duck with a gentle smile. "I took the bubble bath because I've missed having a bubble bath so much. I used to bathe in this garden, but over time, I was forgotten." The rubber ducks immediately understood. Granny Quack had only longed for a nice bath, just like she used to have. Captain Quack and the other rubber ducks looked at each other and nodded. "You know what, Granny Quack?" said Captain Quack. "Why don't we all go back to the bathroom together and have the biggest bubble bath ever?" Granny Quack's eyes lit up with joy. Together with the Rubber Duck Gang, she returned to the bathroom. There, They found a full bottle of bubble bath sitting on the sink, and the Miller children were just about to fill the bathtub with water. "It's time for a bubble bath," Captain Quack shouted. The children poured the bubble bath into the water, and soon huge mountains of bubbles formed, reaching the edge of the tub. Granny Quack, Captain Quack, Professor Puddle, Quackolina, Bubbles, and Ducky all jumped into the water together and had a wonderful time. The rubber duck gang threw the biggest bubble party the bathroom had ever seen. And Granny Quack, the old rubber duck, felt young and happy again. From that day on, she became a permanent member of the gang, and they experienced many more adventures together. And so, an exciting day came to an end for the rubber duck gang. They had not only found the missing bubble bath, but also made a new friend. And the next time you play with your rubber ducks in the bathtub, remember, even the smallest ducks can have the biggest adventures.